We are rolling. We're going to try this, and then we're going to see if it works. I tried it twice. I tested it twice. This worked.
It worked twice.
My name is TJ Gamble, and this is Brewzle. But what does it actually take to get one of these in the state of Alabama?
So all told, we spent about $400, but this is what we got.
That's a good whiskey. There's a lot going on there. All right, we are live this Monday, and the freaking intro actually worked. I tested it twice. I changed nothing. Tested it twice. It worked fine. It worked fine that time. Hopefully y'all are having a good Monday evening. Let me know in the chat what your pour is for this evening. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Let's see if we can't break some records, get some folks in here. So checking the chat, looks like we got folks joining us from Cincinnati. Alan with the first live stream from Central Florida. We've got Brian from near Fruta. So Colorado, I assume. I mean,
no, that's where we got these.
Yeah, in Colorado.
Was it Colorado?
Yep, right across the line there in Colorado. Okay. I mean, you could live near Fruta and be back across the line, I guess. But Minnesota in the house, got a bunch of folks. Vegas here, Iowa in the house, bunch of folks. 2 hours north. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let me know what you're pouring. I am warming my palate up here with a little of this Michter's barrel strength rye that we bought 6 bottles of. Now, I was told that liquor store had those for quite some time.
So you didn't
That's
do
what they were
anything?
just saying.
Yeah.
Just they had them for quite some time,
You
and
just
nobody
helped them out.
wanted them, and I gave them a home. I
Yep.
adopted them, promised I would love them, and so far, I've loved a bottle and this much of one.
You've already loved one bottle?
We had a bunch of folks over that had enjoyed it. I didn't drink it all by myself, Jill. But
Well,
you haven't tried it, have you?
I have not.
I don't know if you've ever had a bottle or a pour of Michter's barrel strength rye. Mobile in the house, Tampa,
Smells
northern
so good.
Idaho. We didn't have much luck in Idaho or Utah.
Oh,
We did buy a few things in Utah, just more like Colorado whiskey though. Montgomery, Alabama in the house, bunch of folks, man. And again, the chat moves pretty fast. If I miss it, if y'all have a question, ask. And don't be afraid to ask it again. Nobody gets offended. Obviously, put it in a super chat guarantees that we see it, but no worries. What do you think?
that's good.
That's a good bottle. Is it worth it? You think I should have bought a bunch of those?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, you
Okay.
did good. You did good.
I did all right.
I am also sipping on something.
That is
That's the
Rick House
Holladay.
Proof Holladay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is very delicious.
We do have a little bit of movement on barrel picks. I will update y'all here in just a second. Let's let as many folks as we can get in here. We'll talk about barrel picks. I'm a little tired to start this stream because me and Jill have been out looking at property.
Okay.
We can't talk too much about
You can't
it.
talk about it.
I'm just saying.
He wants to talk about it, but you gotta stop talking.
Fun things might be happening. Might. And if you
Might.
know, and you're in the chat, if you're one of the exclusive few that know, let's not talk about it in the chat. But fun things might be happening. We want to be able to make some whiskey, blend some whiskey. You got to have a spot to do it. I can't do it at the house because the government frowns on that. When can you ship to Michigan? I think the barrel picks, the Clyde May stuff, I think will be able to ship to Michigan. The stuff out of Texas just won't do it, unfortunately. Cheers, Whiskey Wisdom. This the Brewzle Distillery 2024. I mean, it's not going to be 2020. Okay, it might. I don't think we'll be distilling in 24. Let's put it that way. Darn government, I know. They just mess everything up. We got room. We should be able to make some whiskey here at the house.
Brewzle Bourbon Land. Is that like Disneyland?
It's like an amusement
For
park.
all those who love bourbon.
Yeah. It's going to be just a bunch of farmers tan dudes running around with their shirts off, just sliding down
Okay.
slides into mud pits and, redneck edition.
Interesting.
Yep.
I don't think that's
going
gonna
to
fit in
You don't
where
think
we
that's,
went
probably not.
today.
This is a little
Yeah.
higher end property. Well, we've got a haul here. We do have a bunch of things to try. I bought a lot of whiskey on this road trip. We combined like the last 3 hunts into one video. And right now I've got, 7 bottles here to try? One of them, a couple of them, the Colorado whiskey we opened and tried on the stream with Matt. From ADHD
Yeah.
Whiskey. Some of these are open and we've tried them. I remember one of them being okay, and it was a surprise which one was the best one on that stream. But then I've got a couple here that I'm really excited to try that I have not got to try yet. So outsource the distillation. We probably will, Jason, to start with, for sure.
I'm definitely not trying all 7 of those.
I don't know if any of them are really good, I'll tell you,
yeah,
and then
then
you
I'll
can
try
try
them.
them.
There
That's
you go.
probably best. So let's talk about barrel pick updates for just a second. Not a ton of movement. Obviously, we have put out word for the Frey Ranch pick.
Oh, we have?
We have put out word for people to be able to submit.
Okay.
I don't have numbers on exactly how many people had submitted. 31, like day one, had submitted to go on that barrel pick. We have 6 slots.
Oh, wow.
So there's going to be a selection process. Will and our producer Shred are out this week. So not a lot of things are moving this week. I'm sure they'll nail it all down next week, and you'll have firm itinerary and, be confirmed if you're chosen for that one, so that you can book your travel. We got to book our travel as well. But it's, I'll let you know. We may do some fun things Saturday, like we're thinking about maybe getting everybody all the patrons who are chosen for that one, maybe go bourbon hunting in Reno or something like that together. So that'll be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Yes, we're going to have a good time. But then I know Mark was in here. He said he couldn't make it to this one, but ask him how some of these barrel picks go. So we're expecting this one to be a fun one as well. The picks, it's neck and neck as to which one will be available first. But I think there's a strong chance, really strong chance, next week we will have, might not be Tuesday, we might have to delay it. I hope it's Tuesday. I really hope it's Tuesday, that we can have the 13th Colonies pick available. I was told it's at the distributor, it's ready to go. The retailer has reached out to them, hasn't heard word back. I'm hoping they hear back tomorrow. They can order it in. They could expedite me one. I get it this weekend. We can have it on the stream next Monday. And Tuesday, the 13th Colonies pick will go out. Now, it is only 1 barrel. It's probably, I don't know yet, probably only 180-ish bottles. And then we are going to have the Clyde Mays. Those are at the distributor. I think the rye is sitting there ready to go. The bourbon is still like a couple of days off. Those will be to the retailer in New York on Friday. Wow. And then he will send some to me. Probably be the following week, we will have those Clyde Mays bottles available. And then I'm still just awaiting word for the Ben Holladay. It is just floating out into the ether. I've emailed them a couple of times. Haven't heard back. Don't know. So probably early January on that one, honestly. Probably early January. So Mr. Pickle Sticks with his first super chat. Appreciate the support there, Pickle Sticks. About to open something. 4 Roses single or Knob Creek 9? Jill's going to go with the Knob Creek 9. I probably lean that way too today. That sounds pretty good. Do the Knob Creek 9
Knob Creek
for sure.
9. Oh, and then Daniel asked me, where's the wine, Jill? And actually, I do have it. There's a story on it, but I do have some left, a little bit of it.
Of which one? Oh, the barrel-aged wines?
I was going to do barrel-aged wines.
Well, the story is she had some friends over and they all got drank.
Yeah,
okay?
Well, that's the story. I bought some. And they all got drank, except for probably one glass of the one that's in the Scotch barrel. So I'm gonna try that on here. I got to get somebody to bring it down, but I'm gonna try that one. But they just got drank.
So all of our plans on Sunday, on Sunday got canceled because all the wine got drank on Saturday. And then we didn't cancel them. We were ready to go. But we had some folks here that went hard. Helped me finish a few bottles. We got a few empty bottles over there. Thank you for helping me polish those off.
That's not my Frey Ranch, is it? That's
the
normal.
But that's the one. That was the one that was already, it literally just had a little bit in the bottom that was oxidizing. So I drank that.
Okay.
Matthew Hall loves me, sweet little baby Brewzle.
Little baby Brewzle.
Yeah. $150 bottle is a flex. And I just said, hold my beer. I'll take 2 cases. It's a little bit of a flex, it is. But, the YouTube channel helps us. The government pays for a third of it. It was only $100 a bottle to me. Jinkara, appreciate the support with the first super chat. We've got Too Tall Paul, 428. My girlfriend likes E.H. Taylor small batch. What else should I get her to try to get away from the harder to get juice? Benchmark stuff. Get her in the benchmark because it's going to be similar. I didn't turn on so the super chats show up. This is probably going to go haywire when I do turn it on this point, but we're going to risk it for the biscuit right here. No, who knows what's going to show up? It's probably going to be the super chat from last week.
Just tear everything down.
Right there. Okay, so that one showed up, and then 2 Talls will show up here in just a second theoretically. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Let's see. Kyle Jackson with the YouTube logo. I didn't even know you could do that.
Oh.
How tipsy are you right now? 1 to 10? 0? Like this is my first pour, man. Apparently you just think I'm tipsy right out. If you just met me in person, you'd be like, this guy's drunk, and I haven't even had anything yet.
Haven't had anything.
Lord have mercy. People see you with a bottle in front of you, they just assume you're drunk already.
That's
All right, let's keep pouring these. I'm going to start trying some whiskey here. We're going to start with the Breckenridge that I got here. Give me a fresh Glen. Let's give these a fair shake.
A fair shake.
This is Breckenridge bourbon whiskey. Whiskey with snow melt water.
Oh,
from the Rocky Mountains. It is
That doesn't
86
sound bad.
proof. It's kind of light, 86 proof.
It looks like that wine and.
Here, I'm gonna give y'all a close-up of the bottle. Let's do an extreme close-up here. There y'all go. So Breckenridge.
Colorado? Is that
My name is TJ Gamble, and this is Brewzle. Wrong button. Sorry about that.
Going live.
What? It's complicated. Y'all, now we're zoomed way back. What am I doing?
I don't know what you're doing.
I got to start using this thing instead of the mouse. That close-up's not programmed in. South Dakota, Rapid City. I went to several. I don't think we did Rapid City. I know. Hit the wrong, like, there's a reason, but I can't explain it. Y'all wouldn't understand anyway. Oh, what's my favorite state to bourbon hunt? I like small towns are the best. So states that have a lot of small town liquor stores that are not state controlled. Really any is pretty good. Zoom back out and show off the selection. You want to see, I mean, this is part of it. The rest of it's back. I did clean up back there.
He did kind of clean up.
That is kind of semi-organized, but there's like 500 bottles back there behind that door on the side over. I'm moving the mouse like they could see it. What's wrong? What in the world? Lord.
It's behind that door.
Yeah, behind the door over there. This is a little basic. It tastes a little young. It definitely doesn't have a ton of age on it. Like, it's just kind of plain. I don't love the flavors that are going on here.
You don't get the snow melted water.
I mean, you get more snow melted water than you do barrel aged bourbon.
Okay. Well.
Chris Sullivan, how often do you have people over? At least once a month, I try to have a bourbon thing here when I'm at home. Other than that, whenever people want to come over. What's behind door number 3? All sorts of good stuff. If you stick around, I might show you before it's all said and done. I might give you a little tour back there. This is the apocalyptic house.
It's acceptable because now it's clean, sort of.
Yeah, well,
Mostly.
Yeah. All right, New Glen. This one, not my thing. What is it? No New Glen? I can't get a New Glen.
I was tuning you out.
Yeah, you were just. Jill had her TJ filters on at that point.
Yeah, I had the TJ filter on. I was not hearing
The most
anything you
expensive
said.
bottle in the collection is the Van Winkle behind me there. The Hat collection, that's a mess. That's a mess. We need milk reviews. What's the deal with the milk stuff? A lot of milk stuff on YouTube these days.
Milk?
Yellow snow. This is yellow snow.
Yellow snow.
Don't use the yellow snow to make your whiskey. Let's go through. I'm going to go through the ones that are open already, and then we'll come back to it because I got a couple here. I'm excited because I've never tried those. This next one is Hoover's Revenge Bourbon Limited Release. So Hoover's Revenge. I also think that's 86% alcohol. We will.
That bourbon's made with melted snow. Mm-hmm. Will you turn the oven off?
We will give you all a zoom in on that one too.
hit
Hoover's
cancel.
Revenge. Everybody can hear y'all. Y'all just go ahead and have your conversation here.
I just
like,
need her to turn
like we're not live streaming.
I needed her to turn the oven off. That's all. Turn the oven off. You know. You got to handle
Gotta
business.
stop having- yeah, you just
when
gotta-
you have children, you got to handle some business sometimes.
We got to have another Jill blind pick for Brewzle.
Yes.
I don't know if we're doing a blind tonight, are we? Oh, you're just going to randomly pick
I'm
a
going to
bottle?
randomly pick you a bottle.
All right, we'll do that here in a minute. We will do that here in a minute. This smells interesting. It's got a really nice caramel forward smell, almost like a creme brulee, like vanilla caramel. That smells really, it almost smells artificial. It's so strong.
This one?
Here, you want to smell it?
Hoover's or Vin?
Oh, the cream sodas that curled up. They didn't taste bad. The texture was awful.
That's interesting.
It doesn't smell bad. Well, you drinking it before I am. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Does it taste as good as it smells? It doesn't. It's interesting. Like it's not bad.
About it.
There's some things there going on.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of vanilla.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're using
like
smaller
cream soda.
bottles, or smaller barrels. There's a little bit of that raisiny flavor I get, but it's not, and maybe because it's in cold weather or something, it's not super off-putting, I guess is the word. So, not wonderful, but I like it better than the Breckenridge. Now we're going to go to 291 that has all the medals. They have won every medal known to man right here.
Oh, wow.
You see all the beautiful bling bling. They got enough bling right there to sink a boat.
Oh, wow. That means it has to be good, right?
It does not mean that. Adam just scored a Stagg 23B. Nice. I have no idea what that badge was. I just buy them. I don't know. I just drink them. They're all good. I don't care what batch. I see them. FSU did get, yes, Florida State got, like you didn't think they were going to put Florida State in over an SEC champion, did you? Because they just make up their own rules, man. That's what they do. They just wanted whoever would drive the most ratings. Oh, see, that doesn't even smell.
Like I don't even, there's nothing, there is no smell.
It is, but it's like, it's just more like dishwater, right? It's just kind of musty dishwater. And it tastes a little better than that, but it does have that kind of musty taste to it. Nasare, with the first super chat. Sorry, I mispronounced your name. What's your favorite non-allocated bourbon? Like one you can get anywhere. It's probably gonna be Woodford Double Oaked. Probably gonna be Double Oaked. But a lot of small distillery stuff, the Crittenden stuff, if you can get that. The Ben Holladay stuff's really good. Those aren't allocated. Jack Daniel's Bonded's pretty good. Old Forester, especially like 100 proof Old Forester's really good. I like the Old Forester 1920. Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, the Benchmark stuff. Like there's a lot of good bottles that are not allocated. My favorite, the Russell Wild Turkey 101. Rare breed, but like my favorite, probably Woodford Double Oaked. Mr. Requis with the super chat. My dad is super into wheated bourbon under 110 proof. What bottle should I get him that isn't well known? Again, that's Ben Holladay Soft Red Wheat. The Green River Wheated is good. It's just a little young, so it's not going to be super robust, but I like all the flavors I have there. Yes, no, in Kentucky Out. Depends on which one, but every one I've seen or had has just been way overpriced. Beach Sand, that was very classy of you to buy Sean that bottle of Woodford Double Oaked. I followed your advice on posting more video to my page. We're opening a new bottle every day for the month of December.
That's
awesome.
Cool.
More videos. That's what we need. That's how you learn. That's how you get better. And that dude, that was a cool dude. It was, I had a good time hanging out with him and just, and I was there for well over an hour. I mean, it got edited down less than that, but we were there for a long time. That was definitely the company was worth a bottle of Woodford Double Oaked for sure.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next bottle here? Let's go with Old Elk. How about that one? How about Old Elk here?
Yeah, the pour he gave you. He gave you a big old.
Dude,
like,
that's not.
He has to drive.
That's not a Glencairn either. That's like a glass.
Oh my goodness.
So that's like 4 of these. It was like pouring this one to the rim. I was like, yeah, no, man, that's not. Sorry about that, but I'm not drinking that. Yeah, the Ben Holladay wheat is good. Definitely try that one.
This one's so good.
Okay, so this one is a store pick from Spring and Dean. I'm not 100% sure this is the bottle I got in Colorado, but I think it is. I think these folks are by Aspen somewhere. I will not be in Ohio for Single Barrel Saturday, Coner, unfortunately, but thanks for the support. I want to, just can't make it. I think that's this Saturday.
Yeah.
That's Alabama's lottery drop too this Saturday, I believe. So I'm not drinking all 6 of those ryes at once. No.
No. You have
I might blend them all together and try it. I'm just kidding.
No.
That has a bite to it that's just not great.
Oh.
Now
Is that someone's pick?
Yeah, this is a store pick. So I'm not judging Old Elk on that. Somebody picked a weird musty store pick. Like it's a little bit lemony.
Lemony?
Like a little bit citrus.
Okay.
Right? A little bit citrus and must. Like just,
Not good, huh?
Not my thing, man. I don't know what's up with these folks that picked this one, but that's not my kind of barrel. Let me know. Second opinion right here. While she's doing that, hit the like button for me. The most we've ever had in one of these live streams is 1,132 people. If y'all hit the like, we might break that. That would be an interesting record to break tonight. That's just what Old Elk tastes like. Like licking parchment paper. Y'all said it, not me. Y'all said it. Appreciate it, Ethan. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, that's definitely not.
Have not tried Lone Star. For a celebratory nice bottle, are you looking for something from Buffalo Trace there, Daniel? Get a Weller Antique 107. If you're looking for something not Buffalo Trace, but you like that Buffalo Trace profile, you're looking for something sweet. I would probably try to get some high-end finish stuff. That's probably, kind of similar sweet range. Bar Down Outfitters is Old Elk distilled in Colorado. It is, yes.
Yes. In Fort Collins.
Well, I mean, the company's out of Colorado. I assume they're making their own stuff, right?
Oh, it just says bottled by.
Yeah, so they may be sourcing it. Not sure where it comes from.
Yeah, it just says bottled by Old
Well, there you
Elk.
go. And the next one, Mythology Bourbon. 118.5 proof. Is that what that says? Is that 59.25, 118?
Yeah, 118.
All right, fresh blend for these guys. I'm excited about this one. I think this was the one that Matt liked the best in our live stream. I think we both liked. I'm remembering this being the one we liked the best.
Y'all blinded these, yeah.
We did, some of these, like all the Colorado ones. That's why I've got a couple here we didn't try in that live. But that's been so long ago, I can't remember. What's my favorite 4-gate? I mean, the one I've got, I think, is a Kelvin collab that's really good. But that's the only one I've ever had. Greg Metz is a former MGP master distiller, exactly. But I don't know if this juice is theirs or if they just, I don't know the story on Old Elk, honestly, other than Greg Metz is there. Idaho Lottery ends tomorrow. Y'all join the Idaho Lottery if you're in Idaho. Yeah, that one's getting somewhere. That one, I mean, it's not just like blow you away, but that's a good solid bourbon. Looks like it's a blend of 3 different ones there. I don't know if they're sourcing or what, but that's a solid bourbon there. So Mythology is interesting. Barrel picks on Saturday in Virginia. They're going to be a bunch here for the allocation drop too. So I'm probably going to have to go over there and see what I can find. CYPB for $33? Somebody had that mispriced, man. Out of the ones we've had so far, I mean, not including, let's not get crazy. Out of the ones we've had thus far, the Mythology is the best one. It just has nothing, there's no funkiness to it. Some people like the funkiness. I, on the other hand, don't. Ads popped in. I haven't ran any ads. Normally I have to run some ads. Jameson? Who ran, I don't, YouTube must be auto-inserting ads at this point because I didn't tell it to run any ads. Normally it asks me and I got to click a button and I never click the button. So I apologize about that. Yeah, ads are in. I don't know how to turn that off, unfortunately, here. I'll try to look for it, but like we used to have to click to insert ads and now they may be just auto-doing it. Sorry. Like they'll do it when you first land on the page, but not normally while the stream's going. So I apologize. Maybe a new thing for you because I don't see you normally see the message up there, right?
Chris says that it's been happening a lot on live streams and YouTube.
Well, there you go.
Getting greedy.
I'm not. I didn't turn. I mean, we turn on
YouTube.
monetization, but like we didn't do it. So all right. So these are the ones I'm excited about here because I've never tried these. The next one is going to be Wyoming whiskey, and we're going to get through all of these at like the 30-minute mark. That's going to be great. You were randomly selected, maybe. YouTube Premium, there you go.
Yeah. I have premium, so that's probably why I never get any ads.
I don't.
You do if I do.
No, you have a different YouTube account, babe. I'm not logged in under your account.
But like if we watch it upstairs, you can just...
Yeah, but I'm watching it down here.
Oh, well.
Because I don't want to watch people walking around Disney all day.
You should get premium then.
Hey, probably. Here's the thing, though. I kind of want to see the ads.
Oh.
From a business perspective, I want to see who's advertising on what, like that on my e-commerce side. I kind of want to see the ads, so I never signed up for it. Ooh, if the cork pop is any sign, we're in for a special treat here. So grab me another Glen if you would. We'll make a concoction out of all of these that are left over here in just a minute. Brave browser, no ads.
Oh, YouTube Premium can be shared between 2 accounts.
There you go.
Look up there.
We should be sharing. This says it is aged 5 years. It is batch number 115, distilled, barreled, and bottled.
All of it.
By Wyoming Whiskey in
package.
Kirby, Wyoming.
Kirby, Wyoming.
Small batch bourbon whiskey. 88 proof, 44% alcohol by volume. Wyoming whiskey. We do make a great couple, Fabian.
Aw, thank you, Fabian. I think so too.
The smell's a little light. It's nothing bad about it. There's just not a ton going on either.
How's the old elk?
How's the old elk? No,
Just got here. How's the old
didn't work.
elk?
It was not.
Was not good.
This particular bottle is a store pick from somebody, and it's not a good store pick. There may be a reason I bought it in a store that wasn't the store that picked it because they couldn't sell it. I want to like that more than I do.
Oh, you wanted to like it.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just not great either.
Steve said, wait, that's not your daughter?
Is Steve
Come
being
on,
funny?
Steve.
Steve's being funny. Steve's
Yeah.
being funny.
But thank you. But no, I'm not his daughter.
She's older than I am.
I'm older than he is.
By a lot.
Not by a lot.
Justin says I should try their old elk store pick. Well, I'll try it next time I'm by there.
Oh,
What?
that doesn't smell bad.
It does, like I said, it didn't smell bad. The smell was kind of light. The flavors are there. It's just like there's just nothing super interesting about it, right? Like, it's not bad. There's just nothing super interesting. I really think if they're aging it in Wyoming, it probably just needs more time. It just needs more time.
Just leave it in the barrel longer.
Well, I mean, they've had it for 5 years. You got to make a living. I get it. Put some stuff out there because this is not bad.
No.
But this does not taste like 5-year-old Kentucky distillate because it's been aging in the freaking mountains, apparently.
I wonder if it had snow water. It doesn't say it had snow water.
Don't know. Did not say they had snow water. Best bourbon couple. I don't know about that. There's some cool bourbon couples out there. It's not a contest.
But thank you.
Yes.
We'll take it.
You're right, Jay Franco.
We'll take it.
Jay Franco says she's one lucky woman. Don't forget that.
I'm a very lucky woman.
Yep.
Very fortunate.
Jill is awesomer. Lord. Which region do you find has the best aging profile? Like Kentucky is just perfect for bourbon aging. It is just like the climate, the weather is just perfect. I think you can go a little south of there where you get aging year round, but then you get down to like middle Alabama, you know, down into Alabama and Florida and Mississippi. They're good. The whiskey's good. It just gets a lot more age a lot faster, but you don't develop quite as sophisticated a whiskey. So you're gonna have a hard time putting out like a BTAC level product because you're just not gonna have that sophistication. You're not gonna be able to age something 18 years down here and have it be decent, unless you're doing something creative with it, right? An ad for Ollie's just popped in. What is Ollie's? Is that like a discount store?
We have an Ollie's here, yeah. It's like a discount store.
This is the one I'm most excited about tonight. This one is Pine Bluffs Distilling, bottled in bond. 4-grain straight whiskey. It's got a picture of a dude with a beard. It's a beautiful bottle. Now they painted the back of it black, so I'm thinking maybe the whiskey looks darker than it is. I want to give y'all a close-up of that. Austin with the $10 super chat. Appreciate the support there, Austin. Been spreading the gospel and getting all the guys at work on the Woodford Reserve Double Oak. Let's try to make Woodford Reserve Double Oak allocated. That would be the happiest thing I could ever have in my life, is that we took a bottle that's everywhere, literally everywhere, and made it. We're not going to be able to do that. That's a lot of volume. It's cheating. Painting it black is cheating. It's smart marketing, man. I age in dog years, and Jill robbed the cradle. Yes, that's what it is. I'm a lot younger, but I'm 7 times that.
Absolutely.
Two Tall Paws, JT Mellick, the smoothest whiskey for its price. I don't know if I'd say that. But it's good. It's just, you got to be into that rice profile, you know, which is good. Let's have a look at this bottle right here. See the guy's face right here? Why is it just now showing the Old Elk distilled in Canada? It's way behind. It's acting a fool. And then on the back, it's got a lot of words, but they made the whiskey look darker. But it's a beautiful bottle, beautiful shape to it, you know.
Pretty.
This guy here, it's kind of cool. Wyoming is a good pour. I thought it was a pretty good pour. It just needs a little more age to it. That 5-year needs a little more. Like if you gave me one that's 8, 9 years old, I would expect it to be pretty freaking good. Let's see what this one's all about. I'm excited. This is the one I was, my whole trip, this is the one I was most excited about that I had never tried. Obviously, the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye.
Okay, bourbon drinker, is that like really true, or are you just playing with me? Jack Daniels is bringing out a Coy-Hill table.
They're playing with you, Jill.
Because if they are, we're getting that one.
Price be damned, we're getting one.
Exactly.
All right, let's check this. What does the sticker say? This says I paid $32 for this. Is that what that sticker says? Give me a fresh Glen.
Possibly, that's what it says.
Ooh, nice wet cork pop. It's got an artificial cork on it. Little glug glug. What's the proof? What do we? Oh, it's bonded. It's underproof.
Oh.
Let's see. America. I can't. That's the tagline. I can't steal Matt's thunder. I mean, the nose is a little light, but it's pleasant.
So this is the only wine I had left for Wives and Wine on the live stream tonight. I had actually bought two bottles of barrel-aged wine, one in a bourbon barrel, one in a scotch. And the only one that had anything left was the scotch one. And so it's Jacob's Creek double barrel. It's a Shiraz aged in scotch whiskey barrel. Oh, aged for 2 months. So here is this one. I'm going to try it. We're going to see. Oh, it's from Australia.
There you go.
Look at there. A Shiraz from Australia.
So what's the one bottle you haven't been able to find yet, Nick? It is the Maker's Mark Cellar Age. Somebody just asked me about $300 for one. I'd rather not. I'd rather not pay that for it. That's why I don't have one. I'm not willing to pay a big markup, but I'd love to come buy one nearish, a little markup from MSRP.
I think it's worth it.
Okay, you think it's worth $300?
The Cellar Age?
Yeah. Okay.
I liked it a
Apparently, I
lot.
would pay $300 for a Maker's Mark Cellar
I liked
Aged.
it a lot, that's all I'm saying.
This just smells better the more I sniff it, but I haven't tried it yet because Jill's stealing my thunder here. Go ahead.
I'm not stealing your
No,
thunder.
you just do your thing.
You do your thing. We can both do our things.
We need to drag this out. We've only burned 30 minutes, okay? We don't need to do two things at once.
Well, then you do your thing.
We need things in-
I'll let mine sit here and you do your thing.
We need linear, not parallel things going on here. We got an hour and a half left to drink.
Gotcha.
Send me a sample of the cellar aged 2 tall. I've had it. I've tried it. I just haven't owned one. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty good.
Well, look at
It's
there.
still, it does, that again needs a little more age, but there's a lot of great flavors going on there.
Will Wood says, is the Holladay soft red wheat any good? I'm in
Yes.
Missouri and we don't have the bottled and bond in my stores. A little hesitant on buying it.
Buy it, absolutely. Hands
It's
down.
really
Great.
good.
Great.
So, but is there a soft red wheat other than this one, or is this?
Well, that's the Rickhouse proof.
Okay, right. So there's a regular one too.
There's
right?
a regular one, yes.
And this is the Rickhouse. I don't know if I've ever had.
This is
the
a
regular.
4-grain. I was like, there seems like there's a little wheat. Wheat's got to be one of those grains. So this has a little of that wheated funkiness to it. See if can you read that? Really small letters, but you got your magnifiers on.
Yep. It says this one-of-a-kind whiskey was hand-selected by our founder and head taste tester, Chad. Every year, Chad's barrel pick will be bottled and shared with other whiskey lovers. Using High Plains grains sourced no more than 30 miles from the distillery itself, we've mastered a unique taste that's as true to Wyoming as the hands that made it.
So it doesn't tell what grains.
No, it just says
4-grain straight whiskey at the
High
top.
Plains grains.
I would bet one of them's wheated, but I could be wrong about that. It's got a little funkiness that I would attribute to. Let me pour you a little more. I'm going to have a little more of that. But I didn't realize this was a barrel pick. So this is like their master. Didn't they say this was
Yes.
their master distiller's barrel pick
Yeah.
here? I'm glad I bought that then, but also I would like just their normal release stuff because that is really interesting.
I'm gonna be honest. It smells a little funky.
It's got a little weeded funkiness, but I sometimes like the weeded funkiness. Just put it behind the glass. It just went allocated. You don't like it? That's a 4-grain.
I don't love it.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm not like, oh my God, let's go, buy another bottle of this.
But there is something.
But for a
interesting.
small distiller that I had never heard
Yeah,
of,
there's something
and I picked it because they had a pretty bottle,
Yeah.
that has a lot of potential. And so I would like to try something that's not a barrel pick from them to understand whether or not this is something we might want to do a barrel pick with.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if all their stuff's 4-grain. Has anybody had this Pine Bluffs? Anybody had Pine Bluffs? That's got some potential for sure. Bird Pit, War Eagle. Redemption makes a decent wheated, soft red wheat is on top shelf towards, there's definitely some Ben Holladay up top.
Bar Down Outfitter says they bought the Pine Bluff straight bourbon while at Yellowstone is very young.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely young.
Yeah.
It is definitely young. It's bonded though, so it's 4 years old, but it feels like it's a little younger than 4 years. But like I said, I'm looking at the potential. This is not a go out and buy this whiskey right now. But if you want to see something that I think is young, but with some age could be really, really good, this is one of those bottles. Kind of like Green River. The Green River stuff that's out, I think that's going to be fantastic when it's 8, 9, 10, 12 years old. I think this could be similar. I think that could be similar. You can get Ben Holladay in Texas. I'm pretty sure I saw it when I was there the other day.
Jay Franco said, how about buying a bottle the next time for the reason that it's the ugliest bottle you've seen?
I've done that. And that didn't work out either. Never works out. Do all your barrel picks ship to Bama? Yes, so far they do, for sure. We hit we are at 1,081. 11, I think it's 1132, or the most we've ever had. So we are 50 away from setting the record for the most people ever looking at my ugly mug at one time. And so hit the like button. Help me get to that number, please. On the top shelf. Oh yeah, I see it. I love Willet Purple Tops. Pot Still Reserve, not my thing. Pour the triple mash. Do it. Okay, that was all from our haul here.
All.
So
and your favorite was?
The Michter's Barrel Strength
yes,
Rye.
Of course. But other
out
than
of that, this is probably the most crushable bottle that I have. My second favorite would be that one. But not a lot of great options here. This, like I said, this one needs a little more maturation, but there's some interesting things going on there. This one pretty decent. Again, needs age too, but good stuff. The Old Elk, we just tried the Old Elk, and the one I have was no bueno. I do have the 1792 Sweet Wheat. I don't know if I have it. I've had it. I don't think I own a bottle. I didn't love it. I just didn't love it. It was just kind of bland. I haven't had a Fiddler toast. Actually, I do have a Fiddler toasted. Didn't love that. It was the Heartstring, I think, or Heartwood. Something. There's one of them I didn't buy from Fiddler. Where's the Stagg at? Right behind me. At least one. It may not be the one that I bought on that trip. All right, so I am going to step out of the room. Jill is going to pick a colored Glencairn. Use the gold one because, top of the tops. Or use a different one.
Okay.
And then Jill's going to pick any bottle. I'm going to widen it out. You mean widen it out so they can see?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to widen it out so y'all can see. Jill's going to pick any bottle out here or back there, although you can't take them with you.
Yeah, I'll just do it out here.
Okay. And so they can tell I am not cheating. I'm going to go back there.
Where?
In the door. I'm going to go in the closet.
Go in the door.
So there's no way I can see. And I'll leave. Actually, do you want me to take them back there with me and show them what we got going on?
Sure.
I can
that
take
way
y'all
none
back
of
there.
y'all know what I'm picking.
That wouldn't be fun. They should
they
know.
wanna know.
They should know. We'll take them back there later and give them a tour.
All right. Get behind that closet door. All right, now I have no clue. I haven't even really thought about this. Let's see. What do y'all think I should do?
Y'all give me some clues in the chat, okay?
All right now.
What?
You behave in there.
I'm
Let me
behaving.
see.
Y'all can hear me. Try to whisper so Jill can't hear me. Y'all need to make her color coded or something.
This
Give
is
me
so
an idea
hard
where
with
it's
these
at on
mini
the shelf.
bottles. Like, what in the
you gotta
world?
make me look good.
This is really not fair. Honestly.
It's really fair.
Like, what do I do? What do I pick? What do I pick? What do I pick? What do I pick?
Y'all make it easy. Pick something easy.
Should I? Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, pick
Yeah,
that
let's
one.
do that one.
Do that one.
Okay.
that one easy?
Y'all hold on a second.
Y'all spell it out
I
in
gotta move
acronyms
stuff
or something.
around. I need a ladder. Do I want to go like cray or like? Do I really want to like? I don't know.
I hope she knows I can hear her. She better not say it.
I thought I knew which one I wanted to go with, but now I'm not sure.
Dang it.
Let's see. Any
Y'all get her to
suggestions?
try Garrison Brothers or something. I guess that.
All right.
Tell her to go with the Garrison Brothers.
I think I know what I'm gonna do. Oh my goodness.
Man, got a 13 Colonies barrel pick back here. It looks pretty tasty. I wished I had a glass.
All
Can't
right.
wait till those
This
come.
is it. This is the one we're choosing. And now I got to get the gold Glencairn. All right. I can't tell. I think that's pretty good. He can hear me, so don't say it. Yep. He's
Who's telling on
sneaky.
me?
He's sneaky like
Which
that.
one of y'all is telling on me?
He's a very
Lord
sneaky
have
man.
mercy. I can't trust y'all for nothing. Whose team are y'all on?
Very sneaky.
Whose team are y'all on?
Okay. All right, Thomas. We'll let you come back out now.
I feel like they're on your team.
They
Jill.
are on my team. I have all my peoples, and they're on my team.
Hand me a Dr. Pepper. I should have brought some water, really, if I want to give this a fair try.
You're never prepared. You're never prepared. I have to be prepared for you. Don't bring waters down. You didn't bring any Dr. Peppers down. Goodness. You ready? Are you ready for it? Boom, boom. That's just some Taylor Swift for you.
Here's what I know. It's not the top shelf.
Okay.
It's not George Dickel.
No, Desert Pine, I don't have any Fiji water right now. I need to up my water game. I've just been buying the Deer Park. It's cheaper than Fiji.
That's finished.
Everything's too expensive. Even water.
That's finished whiskey right there for sure.
Finished whiskey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Your stomach's making all sorts of weird noises, Jill.
It is. It's probably because I ate my chili tonight. I've been waiting on chili for months, and I finally made some tonight. Finally made chili, and it was so good. Oh my goodness. I've stumped you already, I can tell.
It feels like it's finished.
He
It feels
is
like the finish is
stumped.
subtle. It is a subtly finished whiskey. It's got some proof to it.
You didn't change your hat. They're right. You
Well, I have no hats back there in the closet, okay? No hats in the closet. Okay, so I'm ruling
Clue
out
number
everything
one,
over there.
It's brown.
I don't think it's anything over there.
I can already tell he's stumped. He's not getting this one. I should have really wagered some trip or something on this one. Should have did a Disney trip. It's the bottle with the cork, says Smokey.
Which bottle with which cork?
It's just a bottle with. Oh yeah, are we doing 2 guesses or 3 guesses? I don't know. We have 1,147 people watching.
We set the record. What is it?
Aaron Lazelle said, I think that's how. Jill, let's not Taylor and say we did.
Let's not Taylor and say we do. You gave me a kind of a light pour too.
I did not. I gave you a good pour. Oh, 1161 now. We're on a roll.
Damn, can we break 1,200? See, the more I drink it, the more what I thought was finished lightens up, and it makes it even less like a finished whiskey.
I don't know. I don't know. Why are we getting all these commercials on here tonight?
YouTube has changed something, obviously, because I have not run a single
Yeah,
commercial.
we'll figure it out.
We have not run a single freaking
We
commercial.
may not can stop it though. I don't really know.
Well, depending on how much they pay me, I may not want to stop it. If I'm just being honest with you. I don't know what I've got that could be.
Is it good?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Would you want another bottle of that?
It's not the Dickel, Jill.
I'm just asking you, would you want another bottle of that? That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get all defensive over there. I'm just saying. Would you want another bottle of that?
That's a decent whiskey, yes.
Okay. Decent.
It's pretty good whiskey.
Okay.
I wished I had more of it. That pour was kind of light, so I'm having a hard time nailing down what it is.
That was not light. It was
a light
all the
pour.
way up
That was a
to
light. That was a
here.
light pour.
That was not
That was a light pour. You got me pretty stumped on this
Yes.
one. Yeah, you got me pretty stumped on this one. I'm not sure what that
I
is.
have him stumped. Well, you get two
That's something I haven't
guesses.
drank in a while. Or
We'll give you two guesses.
okay,
What's your first guess?
I'm gonna go with that Fiddler Georgia Heartwood over there because somebody mentioned it earlier.
Fiddler Georgia Heartwood.
I think it had a stronger finish on it though.
Nope,
Like I don't think that's it.
that's not it. Someone just asked you what state it's from.
Like that finish could be rye. Could just be rye. I don't know. I like it. I like that bottle. Whatever
like
that
that
bottle is, I like that bottle. But I don't know. You got me. Yeah,
One more
100% I
guess.
lost.
One more
One more guess. Crittenden's 4 grain.
No,
Didn't figure.
no.
I have no idea.
It's the Redwood Empire.
Oh, the Grizzly Beast. Is that
Yeah.
not? That's not finished though.
I don't know.
Like it had like a soft toastiness to it.
That's it.
So you hit it. I never would
I
have.
know, that bottle was already in front
no,
of
it
it.
was.
I put it back.
It's been
exactly the way
so
I
you
found
This
it.
is the most I've ever had of this
I
bottle.
did not hide it.
And
Y'all saw me. I did not hide it. That bottle was in front of it, and I just put it back so you wouldn't have noticed that I moved it.
So this one sample, like we just poured this much, so I'd only had one pour out of this bottle many, many months ago. And so I'd not had a lot of this, but I like it. I like it. Y'all got me.
Gotcha.
Got me. It's not finished. It's just that good. But it has a little bit of a toasty note to it.
It was aged for 5 years.
Like it's not strong, it's subtle. I'm trying to pick up subtle notes, and it's got a little bit of a subtle toasty note to it. But it's good. This is
This is California.
This is the Grizzly Beast. Yeah. If you like this, did you try this?
I didn't try it, no.
Try it. That's really good. The Pipe Dream they just sent us cask strength is out of this world. Like really good.
That smells really good.
Yeah.
So this was like aged in like California.
Yeah. So I reached out to, well, I think they're sourcing some of their whiskey and now they're distilling their own. I reached out to do a barrel pick. And
Distilled grain to glass in Sonoma County,
well,
California.
there you go.
That's
So
cool.
I think they've swapped to that. Their barrel pick program should be available later next year, and we should be able to do a barrel pick with them at that point. What batch is this? Batch 2. Batch 2 right there. Grizzly
I
Beast
really
cask
like
strength.
that.
It's really good.
I like
The
that.
Pipe Dream is even better. The cask strength Pipe Dream is even better.
Well, that was really good.
That's solid. You did a good job, but you feel how it's like got a little toastiness
Yeah.
to it? Like there's a little flavor there. I was like, that's a toasted, but it's so subtle I couldn't place. I'm going through everything. That's why I looked at like, I think that Shanks or Bombergers is toasted, but I was like, it's not that.
Oh, did we
So-
miss a super chat? We missed a super
We
chat.
missed one. I'm sorry. Who did we miss? Let's go back. Let's go back. Jay
Jay
Franco. He wanted a Wyoming liquor store bar pour. No. A double oak? You should have poured the double oak. That would have been fun.
Yeah, that would have been good. All right.
WD Savil's good stuff there, Jason. It's expensive though. It's super expensive.
I'm going to try my wine now. Now this
right.
is a Shiraz in a Scotch whiskey barrel. It smells really good. It's very sweet. It smells very sweet.
Very sugary.
Well, I like that. It's not as sweet as it smells though. It's a little dry, actually. I like this. See, I think you would like wine in a Scotch barrel.
I tried that one. I think I opened that bottle. So I tried it. It was all right. It was better than the bourbon aged one you've got. But like a Scotch barrel is just a bourbon barrel they had Scotch in.
It's kind of salty.
Okay, let me try it.
I don't know why, but it's kind of salty.
Jerron Walling almost hit 500K subs. Yes, we need, 7 or 8,000 more should be probably next week sometime. So if you're not subbed,
what are you doing?
Like, hit the button.
Come on.
It's not that hard. It doesn't cost anything.
It's pretty good.
That's decent. Yeah. That's decent.
It's pretty good.
What's the fair price for an Eagle Rare? I see it all the time for $40 to $45, and at that price, 10-year-old Kentucky bourbon whiskey, it's worth it.
Corey B just subbed.
RJ says 36 is the most you should pay for an Eagle Rare. I mean, I'll pay $40 bucks, $50 for it. 70 is suggested retail price for Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof. Redwood Empire's bonded, so that's 100 proof. That is their bonded. What is it?
Nothing. I was going to get me some Crittendens.
Okay. The 4 grains right behind us.
Yep, I know.
The old Carter up there. It's fantastic. I'll pull it down here in just a second, Dusty. I'll give it a try. It's been a little while since I've been back to it.
Y'all, this is a really good bottle. Like, this is really
The 4 grain.
So good.
It sucks that he doesn't have 100 or 200 of those waiting to go. Because if he could just bottle that up, folks would absolutely eat it up.
Yeah.
Eagle Rare for $36 at Winn-Dixie. Awesome. $50 for Eagle Rare. I still think it's fair for what you're getting. Compared to like some of the small distillery stuff that's $60. I mean, I paid probably more than $40 for half the bottles we tried today. What's the best blue run, Aaron? I've only had 1 or 2 blue runs. I like the ones I had, but I do not know enough about them. It's a challenge in Idaho. Yeah, it sounds like they have drops. Like every so often they'll have a drop and you can get in on it. But actually that may have been Utah. That was Utah, wasn't it? Yeah, Idaho. We're still way zoomed back. Let's let y'all get a little closer in view of my face here. I've not had the Chestnut Farms bonded. Very curious about Blue Run. I've got one in the back I could get out and try, but we'll try it. I'll see if I can find it here in a second. I'll take y'all back there. We'll see what we can find. Now, y'all don't go judging my selection. I got a little selection back there of backup bottles for the stuff we're doing. Let's see if I can.
Is $125 for a Weller Antique 107 fair?
It's too much. I mean, that's $110, $115 to going rate. I think that's too much. See if I can I got to turn the audio off when I switch to this. So y'all can see y'all there. See if I can. Let's see if I may just have to add it new. Here it is right here. I'm going to add this camera right here.
Oh, wow.
Now, I don't want any audio, although when I mix it, it's going to go audio. So I'm going to quick play this. And then I'm going to turn the audio off. So now y'all see y'all over there. This is what we're looking at every time y'all are here hanging out with us. We got the stream set up over here, and then that's YouTube, and then y'all see the chat, and then the camera's here right there. So we can see all of that. And then back here, I've been kind of working on the stash a little bit. See, the problem is I have not completely organized, and I'm not sure where the Blue Run is. Obviously, there's still some cleaning up to do here, but we've got extra barrel picks I've organized down there. We've got my high-end stuff that I'm still holding on to as backup bottles there. These are all small distillery stuff I'm starting to stack up that we either do or want to do some stuff with. And the rest of them are kind of random for now. Small, just tiny distillery stuff that we don't have multiple bottles of. That's kind of where we're at this point for the selection. So lots of stuff there. Give y'all a little BTS, a little behind the scenes. Let me find my camera angle here, right there. Quick play. There you go. There is some empty shelf space because I organized. There was none. Now there is, and there's more empty shelf space than it looks because all of the bottles, other than like the far end and those small distillery stuff, I haven't organized the rest of it. So I'm going to go back here and see if I can find that Blue Run. Then we'll try that Old Carter. Jill, keep them entertained. They'll be able to hear me.
I think we missed a super chat. Let me go back.
Scroll up.
I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to try. Let's
Okay.
see. Yes. Barreled Chronicles with the $5 super chat. Jill, do you want a wine finished in Amarano whiskey barrels? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. What's my favorite wine? Well, here lately, I have been loving wines from Argentina. A friend of mine introduced me to wines from Argentina, and I love all of those so far. Like, they've just been really good. A Malbec. Oh, there's one. Man, I wish I knew the name of it. There's one that we've been finding lately. I think it's called Crushing Tree or something like that. I think it's an Argentinian wine. It's very good. And a Malbec. I love Malbec. So, but yeah, I would try any kind of wine. Why not?
Not any
try all
kind.
this bourbon.
There are bad kinds.
They said my mic is low or off. I don't know. I think I'm just lower than TJ. He's louder than me.
I talk loudly.
He talks very loudly. All right. Is it better now? I think my mic is on.
If your mic wasn't on, they would not be able to hear you at all
Yeah.
with me back there. So let me check though. Talk.
Hello. I'm here. Is it on?
Say something.
Hello.
Yeah, you're there.
Okay, I'm here. So yes.
Look at here, we got a Blue Run.
Oh, that's the one with the butterfly.
That is the butterfly.
Aw.
And then there was an Old Carter somewhere, right? There's an Old Louisville.
Oh, bourbon drinker,
Where's the Old
yes.
Carter?
I've had Snoop's wine, and that's actually pretty good.
Oh. Old Carter's in the corner. I don't know if you can reach it.
No.
See it right there in the corner? I'll go. You're going to have to let me by.
I'd have to stand on a chair.
Okay. Me too.
No, you don't.
Just need to not show my butt crack.
Well, don't do that.
I'm trying not to. Trying not to. All right, Old Carter.
I can hear you in Missouri. We have some friends who live in Kansas City, Missouri, and they are actually bringing us a whole bunch of the
barrel aged.
barrel-aged beers from
Boulevard. Are you? Have they got them already?
He's going this week, and he's
Okay.
gonna let me know.
Give me some fresh Glens, Jill. A couple of them, please.
But we're super excited about that, so we'll have those to try in December.
All right,
Well,
let's
this is
start.
December, but
We'll
later
start with
this
this
month.
Blue Run. This one is high rye bourbon whiskey at what looks to be 111 proof. And from Georgetown, Kentucky, 65% corn, 30% rye, 5% malted barley. Hand bottled in Bardstown. Alan with the super chat. Shout out to my bourbon buddy Joel on his new job. Congratulations, Joel. Hope the job works out. Hope it works out better than the last job. I hope you quit the last job and they didn't fire you and the new one turns out better. Either way, whether you quit, whether they fired you, new one's going to be better. But made him stay true to his word on cracking open his King of Kentucky and sharing it tonight. Apparently Joel got a really nice job if he's cracking open the King of Kentucky. Blue Run, high rye. You regret buying your Blue Run for, lots of dollars.
Lots of dollars.
That one's good. It's just a good high rye bourbon though. Like it's not, there's a lot of good high rye bourbons and that's one of them. There's nothing, I need to try some of their non-high rye stuff. But it's just a pretty good high rye bourbon. I don't like it as much as I like that Crittenden's 4 grain. It's good. I don't know if that's their best release. I haven't had a ton of stuff from. I mean, it's kind of the problem. It's kind of pricey, and I hear other folks like the Bourbon Junkies love Blue Run, and I just haven't had those Blue Runs that just get me hooked.
Someone's talking about the Emerald Rye. Have you ever had that one?
I have not. You talking about a Blue Run Emerald
Yeah.
Rye? No, this is just Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey high rye, and it's good. There's nothing wrong. Like, it's as good or better than any of those craft whiskeys we had earlier, right? That I said good things about. But this is an expensive bottle of whiskey. It's better than those, but I'm expecting more out of it. And it's just not, this is not a really expensive bottle of whiskey to me. So it's good though. That's a good bottle of whiskey.
Jeremy says that SLB just dropped a bourbon app. Wasn't that your idea?
I mean, it is my idea. We are working on it. It is under development right now. So congratulations to them for dropping a bourbon app. I don't mind competition. Into BBQ with the $20 super chat.
Thank you.
Got my Brewzle Glen, Proof Queen Glen, and shirt. Jill's hair looks lovely.
Aw, thank you.
Sipping on a Frey Ranch single barrel. Awesome.
I'm having a love-hate relationship with my hair, so thank you for saying that, because I'm not so sure about it.
Whiskey BS, if the stream is freezing up, that should be on YouTube, or my metrics over there says the stream is absolutely excellent. So, ETA back to Florida? I don't know when we'll be back in Florida.
Oh,
King of Kentucky or George
not
T. Stagg?
soon enough.
I don't know. I haven't had, like, I've never owned a King of Kentucky. I've tried a couple, and they were absolutely delicious, but I've never had them back to back. Like, just off memory, that King of Kentucky was special. Didn't get to try the Wyoming Outrider. So let's look at this old Carter. This is number 1-New York, New Jersey. It is it's bottle number 108. It is 116.2 proof. So number 1-New York, New Jersey. Now I had a friend bring over their Georgia release. I got this one last year. They brought their Georgia release at the same time. This one was really good. The Georgia release was better. Yeah, I go to the bottle shop a lot. I go to the bottle shop so much, and we just filmed our bourbon hunt in Columbus. I go to the bottle shop so much, you'd think they would call me when they were doing something. I was like, guys, I don't need, like, you don't have to give me good bottles. You don't have to, like, you don't give me too much special treatment, but I'm 45 minutes away. Just holler at me and let me know, hey, just be here at a certain time. Just give me can I get a little favoritism? Okay, I'm kind of a big deal. I'm kind of famous, okay? Semi-famous. Give me a little bit of inside baseball here, okay? And they won't do it. So, good for them. Good for them. They don't need it. They don't care. And it's cool. It's really cool. I like the shop. I bought a lot of nice bottles there. Really good store. Them and Maple Party Shop are my go-tos in Columbus. I've got a lot of really nice bottles at Maple Party Shop lately. And not even necessarily, I mean, some allocated stuff, but not all allocated stuff. So we're doing something with Maple Party Shop. I think I told you about this. I went over there and filmed a bourbon hunt, and I went to like 5 or 6 stores in Columbus. And at Maple Party Shop, he wanted me to sign a bottle. So I signed a bottle, I autographed a bottle. When the video drops, I don't know when that's gonna be, probably several weeks from now. When the video drops of that bourbon hunt, that day I'm gonna notify him, he's gonna put the bottle out. And if you go into Maple Party Shop and you find that bottle, you can buy that bottle and you can go into his allocated closet and pick a bottle of your choosing. You have to buy it, but you buy it at like near MSRP.
Wow.
And he's got, like, I don't know how, like, he rewards his loyal customers. So I don't know what he'll have at that point, but he's got almost everything back there. I mean, you want Weller, he's got Weller. You want some of the limited Jack Daniels, you want a little rip, he had a little rip back there. He had almost everything back there. So, Jay Franco, any goals for next year as far as the channel goes? Yes, absolutely. Let me try this old Carter and I'll fill you in a little bit about what we're doing. Ooh, that's delicious. That's a good pour. It's an expensive bottle, but every old Carter I've had has been fantastic. Random Rob with the $20 super chat. Support for all the hard work. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate the support. So back to Jay Franco's question. there's a few things we're going to do next year on the channel. We are trying to tell bigger, more produced stories. So when we go out and we go to we go bourbon hunting or something like that, we've got a small camera, we're just running and gunning it. We have upgraded that equipment a little bit. There's still small cameras that we're running and gunning with, but you'll see some of the videos coming out. Hopefully the actual video quality is a little better. But we're going to try to go places and tell bigger, more produced stories. We're going to try to bring you access to some distilleries and some stories that maybe you have not otherwise had access to. So we're going to try to take it up about 10 degrees. We also went and looked at a little property earlier today that property may or may not work out, but some point next year, we want a space where we can start having and housing barrels and aging whiskey. And if the property works out, that'll be sooner rather than later. We got a lot of fun additions to the channel there from that, but we don't know if that's really early. We don't know if that's going to work out, so I can't tell you too much about that at this point. But next year is going to be a really big year either way for this channel. We think we're going to be able to transcend a lot of what we're doing. We're going to be different. Right now, we're already kind of different from what other whiskey tubers are doing. We think we're going to go 10 steps beyond that next year if our plans work out. But we'll see. We don't really know. 426 Rich jumped into the 3-proof membership. Appreciate it. Just make your moonshine already or mead? No. See, you're guessing, and you're not completely wrong with your guessing, but you're warm, but you're wrong. It's going to be so much better than that there. What a do, fam. Some Brewzle sunglass content?
Yeah.
I like my sunglasses. I like hat. I like a nice hat. I like a nice pair of sunglasses.
Your sunglass cam. Your camera. Camera glasses.
Camera glasses? Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes. BTS stuff.
On the last video, it showed when it was Brewzle cam.
I don't think it showed every time, but some of them, yeah. So those state-run states where there's a few folks in there, we'll just rock the glasses cam. And I'll tell folks, I'll ask them, but sometimes we don't ask or we we just kind of blur their faces because sometimes we forget to ask or, whatever, right? Have not yet hunted in Oregon. We're going to try to make all 50 states in the next 2 years.
I want to go to Oregon.
And so Oregon, Washington, we haven't hit those. California, we haven't yet, although we might do California January. We might do it in January. We'll see. What are we doing tonight, Emmanuel? We've been sipping whiskey, talking some crap. Maggie status. We're working on the armrests. They're plastic with the kind of, I don't know. It's not leather. It's some sort of vinyl material. We're doing some repair to the plastic for the armrest while we wait on a shop locally that can repair the fluid leaks that she has. Maggie's old. She's an old lady.
She's old.
She leaks, she droops, things happen. I feel her pain because I'm getting there myself. Dylan with the super chat. I just recently gotten into whiskey and have been loving the 120 proof Yellowstone, but I'm wanting to find a more mild sipping whiskey. What would you recommend? Go lower proof, man. If you've just gotten into whiskey, I've got a video on this channel, top 5 whiskeys for beginners. We really go over 8, but we go over why. So you're going to have the Benchmark Series, Wild Turkey 101, Woodford Double Oaked, Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. I'm going to go over a lot of them, but I'm also going to go over why I want you to try those. So I didn't like Old Charter. A lot of folks have said Old Charter, not Old Carter, Old Charter. I bought one on the Arkansas hunt. Nah, not my thing. The Doc Squatch soap ad? They need to be paying me, man. We are not turning on, we did not.
Temu ad.
We are not running the ads. So I promise y'all, in the past, it would ask me and say, now's a good time to drop an ad. We never click that button. Ads when the live stream first shows up, but then after that, we're running intros and stuff at that point anyway. After that, it's a free-for-all. But apparently YouTube has just started automatically doing that. So I'll see what we can do about it. I apologize if it's disruptive to the stream. Dub, thoughts on Apple or Jack Apple and Jim Beam Black? Not a huge fan of either of those. Like the Jack, honestly, I don't think the Jack Apple is as good as maybe the Crown Royal Apple. That's what I was trying to think of. The Canadian whiskey. But like the Jim Beam Black, I think that's their extra aged, right? It's not great. Like if you want a good Jim Beam product, instead of paying more for the Jim Beam Black, buy a Baker 7. Doug hasn't seen any ads. We do have a Sinatra Select Jack Daniels, Damien. Will Cork's 21st birthday is coming up in a few days, Jill. He lives in Alabama. What would be a good special bottle I could pick up to celebrate turning 21 years old?
Oh, wow.
I guess really he's 21. Any bottle would be special because you could buy it legal for the first time. Alabama, so I don't know how many days. If you say a few, the lottery is this Saturday. So you can go stand in line and go through and buy all sorts of special bottles. Like the really, really special ones will be gone if you didn't win a spot, and you didn't win a spot because you're not 21. I would probably go just like try, like what you want to do is buy several bottles, not one special one. Buy several and start crafting your palate. So start with just a Wild Turkey 101. Go grab one, grab an Evan Williams bonded, try them back to back, tell me the difference in them. Got to pull that TX in the back? All right, we'll pull it in a second.
Jack Daniels has a new winter whiskey, something to do with apple.
I think I've seen a picture of it, but I haven't found one yet. Woodford Double Oak for your 21st wouldn't be bad. That's a good special bottle. $60 bottle you can get anywhere. Any available picks if you like the Buffalo Trace flavor but want higher proof, Jeff says. Well, I mean, if you're talking about like stuff you can actually get, you can get Foolproof Benchmark, which is that same profile, but you get a little more proof on it. After that, Buffalo Trace, the higher proof stuff just gets super hard to get, right? E.H. Taylor, that's 100 proof. Rock Hill Farms is 100 proof. So you really want, Buffalo Trace is very unique and distinct in its flavor profile. And if you want higher proof Buffalo Trace, you just have to buy Buffalo Trace. And the only place that's available, affordable, is Benchmark, Foolproof.
Fried bologna sandwich said, "Have we gotten our roof rack? The roof rack.
I need to call the guy.
We forgot about that. I totally forgot.
I'm gonna text him right now.
Like what?
I'm texting the dude right now.
We totally forgot about them, y'all. We probably.
It's 9 o'clock. I'm not texting him right now. I'll text him tomorrow, because you were supposed to pick it up when you went to get the oil change when we got back, and then you didn't. That I didn't remind you to do it.
They may be somewhere. They're sitting somewhere.
Yeah, we will argue. We may not get them now. I may have to buy them, but there he goes. What's the best way to transport? Like if you're really transporting multiple bottles, Clay, you could just ask for a box from the liquor store. Although we are having conversations right now with a company that makes bags about making a bag for bottles.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it's got like Velcro, so we can do Brewzle tactical patches with the Bourbon Hunter patches. We're having some conversations. I think that's 100% going to happen, though.
That's cool.
Ontario people, Blanton's and Weller at LCBO online right now. So if you're in Ontario, you can get Blanton's and Weller at LCBO. I don't know what that is, but you can get it there, thanks to Matthew. Appreciate it, Matthew. Thoughts on, a lot of people want to know about that TX.
What is that one?
The wide inflatable bags are okay. If you're shipping, what works really well for me are like the corrugated, I'll grab some of those corrugated boards back here that most people ship with. If they're shipping it to us, that's what most people ship it in, and we haven't lost one in those yet. You can get them from Uline, I believe. They're like wine shippers. These are big ones I'm going to bring out, but they make smaller ones. They make them for like 1 or for 2 bottles, and then just use a brand new box. But these like corrugated right there, those things do a great job. Like they're made for wine. And now if you're shipping bottles of Blanton's, that's a little different, but because they don't fit in anything. Yeah, they're kind of tactical bags. That's exactly what they are, but they're like made for whiskey bottles. It's going to be cool. I think it's going to happen. Maple Bacon Sugarlands Moonshine? I have an apple bacon or something like that, I think. Sugarlands. We got a lot of Sugarlands. You think it's too overpriced? Like, I'm not even going to give it a clean Glen. That's what So, Paul, I have a Penelope Valencia. I actually bought a Valencia at Maple Party Shop in Columbus, Georgia last week before last. It was before Thanksgiving. And I'm waiting until that hunt video comes out so we can try it on the stream. So I haven't had it yet. I do have one, but I just walked in and they had one sitting there. Aloha, Robert.
Is that regular TX or blended?
This is TX Texas Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
So not blended, regular.
I mean, I'm assuming it's a blend. Oh. If you want to try to read that crap on the back, I can't. What's up, Nick?
Born from pure passion and patience, we are extremely proud to share our distinctly Texas straight bourbon with you. Using locally farmed corn and wheat and a one-of-a-kind yeast, we captured and skillfully cultivated. The provenance of this bourbon whiskey is its reward.
That's okay. That's okay. It's like Texas whiskey is hard to get right. That's starting to have like a little too much. The problem is the flavors are something that they're good. The flavors are good, and I want more age, but it's already starting to develop a little bit of kind of those harsh tannins you get from Texas whiskey. So the age I want to develop the complexity is just going to be overpowered by the tannins, and you're just going to end up with Garrison Brothers. That's my problem with that. Biggs, thoughts on Peerless Double Oaked? I like Peerless Double Oaked. You know what I opened the other day? Like Peerless Double Oaked's good stuff. I want to do a Peerless pick. They're on my list. I'm going to try to reach out to them. We thought we had one last year. It didn't work out. I'd love a pick. I'd love a Double Oak pick. I was just digging in the back, I found a Crittenden's Double Oaked that I didn't even know I had. Had not even opened it. It was just in a box back there. I guess the folks from Spillway had brought it over or something, never even opened it. Fantastic.
Really?
It's one of the better Double Oaks I had. It's not too Double Oaked. If you're like, you don't want too much oak, It's just a beautifully crafted Double Oaked. Didn't expect the TX. It's not slander. Like, it's good whiskey. It's just, I want a little more age on it. It's good. That's good. That's better than almost anything we had from Colorado. Right? So it's good, but it's starting to develop a little of those tannins, that tanniny Texas whiskey you get. And it could just be that bottle. That was it. That's the Old Carter.
Oh, okay.
That's the Old Carter. So that's a good whiskey. Y'all were asking my opinion, so I gave it. Sorry. I wouldn't try to down Texas whiskey. I think it's a good whiskey. I just want more age, but I'm also scared of more age on a Texas whiskey. So I'm in a weird place that I want it to be older, but I'm also scared of it being older. Am I going to the drop this Saturday? I'll probably go over to Auburn to see what's up, get in line. I'm not going to put a lot of effort into it. Just not going to. Yeah, that's the problem with Texas whiskeys. I don't know what this costs. I've had this bottle for a long time, and you've seen how much I've drank of it. But like Garrison Brothers, you're not mixing that. Not at that price. I did find the Crittenden's Pecan. Yes, Ashley. Did find the toasted pecan. Jill, I want you to try. I tell you what, I'm gonna blind you a double oaked Crittenden's and a toasted pecan Crittenden's, and you are going to tell me your thoughts on both of them.
Okie dokie.
You down with that?
Yes, but that's it. After that, I'm
done.
done.
That is it. So do me a favor and just clear these bottles out of the way. Get me 2 colored Glencairns. Or do you want? I mean, you could do it to me, but I think I'd be able to tell them apart.
Okie dokie. I'll just tell you which one I like the best. How about that?
That's fine. Well, I mean, I said I found the toasted pecan, but oh no, there it is right there. Mississippi toasted pecan.
pecan. All right, I'll do the green glass because that's my favorite. And we'll just do
Okay.
green and black. All right, so what do I gotta do? Leave?
Just turn your head. It's
turn
okay.
around.
Just
Okay.
turn your head. Just face the other way, Jill.
Put myself in timeout.
So I want to do, I know they did a bunch of this toasted pecan, like a second batch. I don't know if any of the sippers, I don't know, Justin, if you're still in here, but I need one of these. I need one of these toasted pecan barrels for sure. I need to bring this to the people.
So to the people.
To the people.
How many purple tops do you have?
All of them?
Goodness.
4. All right. Try those. Tell
that
me your
one's
thoughts on it.
also a purple top.
That's the weeded purple top, yes.
Okay.
All right, Jill, you ready? You turn back around, show everybody your pretty face.
Okay. All right.
I've not had piggyback bourbon yet. So this was finished with pecan staves, one of them. The other one is just double oaked. I think you just put it in a fresh barrel. I found this one, when I was cleaning up this weekend, I found this bottle, I had to try it. And it was surprisingly good.
Paul's wife got the #1 spot in Tuscaloosa.
Paul, nobody likes you, man. Nobody likes you. Your wife doesn't even like you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Paul. Of course I'm kidding. I'm just jealous. Pecan. It's a pecan. I'm sorry.
It's a
In
pecan.
Mississippi, these are toasted pecans.
Toasted
These
pecan.
right here, this is a Mississippi toasted pecan. Vegas in the house, flipping Jedi. Y'all hit the subscribe button. We need like 7,000, I think, now to hit 500K. That would be awesome. We set a record today with the most folks watching a live stream. That's crazy. I'll be for a power slap event, Will Woods. Are you going to watch people get knocked out, or are you slapping people? It is not for me. So two of those have been given to me. 2 of them I bought at below MSRP. That's just clout, baby. That's clout. Competing. Right. So you let people slap you.
Wow.
We need to talk about this, Will. We need to talk about this. We need to
So
that seems like I'm watching. I see the clips. I don't know if all of them are like the clips, but it just seems dangerous. Winnipeg, Saratoga Springs in the house. Any updates on that potential extra toasted barrel? No, they said they'd have some available. We're going to have it. It's going to be available. It's going to be January, but we're going to have at least one more barrel. I think they promised me we'd be able to do something. I hope I can get 2 barrels.
We missed a super chat, Josh said.
Did we?
I'm not sure.
Was I in the back? Oh, we did. We missed Ray's super chat. Ray O'Neill, $4.99 super chat. Sorry about that, Ray. Thoughts on knob 18? Wish they made that cast strength. I liked the 18 better than the 15. I still think I just like the 12 better. I think the 12 is like the perfect Knob Creek, and the 18 is a little bit too oaky, but I thought the 18 was just better and more sophisticated than the 15, and I apologize for taking so long to get to that one. How do I buy a Brewzle barrel pick? We will drop a link in the patron, so if you're a patron. If you're not a patron, why not? There's a free tier. You literally don't have to pay anything. You just got to sign up for the free tier. So sign up over there. When we release them, we'll drop them for your tier. Now, obviously, we've got some really desirable stuff. The 13th Colonies is going to go quick. The Ben Holladay, gonna go fast. But some of these, some of these other ones, you might be able to get access to them at a free tier or one of the lower tiers. That's where they go. And when it's time, we'll let you know. We've got one. I think there's a chance the 13th Colony drops next week. We're waiting on a bottle here to review on the live stream. So if you see me drinking 13th Colonies on Monday, on Tuesday, that bottle's going for sale. I think the following week, we'll probably drop the Clyde Mays, bourbon and rye, and then I'm still waiting on the Ben Holladay picks. Tiller's Bourbon Challenge with the $2 super chat. Cheers, great show tonight. Thank you, Tiller. And don't forget, once we're done here, if you are a patron, and you've got your patron linked over to Discord, I'm going to jump over to the audio chat only on Discord. Like we can all talk, right? It's just an open conversation where we can hang out and y'all can ask me more intimate questions, and I'm more willing to answer than I can here in the public where this lives on forever. We don't have Mitch. I have a few backed up here locally, but we don't have any for sale right now, but we got more coming. Glenn jumping in a 3 proof membership. Appreciate it, Glenn. Which one, what do you think about this one?
I'm just going to go ahead and say this one is the pecan.
Okay.
It tastes a lot like the syrupy part of a pecan pie.
Do you like it though?
Yes.
Okay.
It's my favorite.
This is your favorite?
Yeah.
You like pecan?
Apparently. Is that not the pecan?
I didn't see anything.
Okay. Well, that's my favorite. This one I like too. I like it. But there's just something, I don't know. I'm liking the sweetness in this one.
Okay.
This one's definitely more sweeter.
Gotcha.
So I'm thinking it's the toasted pecan.
Okay. Maybe. Have me one of those Dr. Peppers.
But this one's good too. Yeah.
Enjoy the show. Always great. Thank you, Seth.
I'm going with this one. What is this one? Although this one's really good too. But I'm gonna,
Somebody got to remember. They're going to have to rewind the tape. I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure this is the toasted pecan.
Now look, you cannot be like
It's the toasted pecan.
I do my job when it comes to the blinds. I do my job. I take a picture of it. I write it down.
It is the toasted pecan.
Okay, but you can't just be like, oh, I don't remember.
I was talking.
Okay,
I was talking. Alabama style is good.
Anybody can tell me what was in the black Glencairn here, because he doesn't know.
Spillway does have a Detling pick. I'm going to get one of those bottles to try for sure. They do pick good barrels. Hector with the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate the support, Hector. I'm always talking. That's what I do.
Always
Like
talking.
do you want?
Are you gonna stop talking? You're not talking now? He's not talking now.
Apparently, I'm not supposed to talk.
The pecan was in the
It
dark
was.
glass.
I was pretty sure, but I wasn't 100%.
Well,
Much better, Scott. Nobody likes Scott. T-Mac McMillan, $4.99. Appreciate the super chat and the support. First super chat. A little late, but I'm not pronouncing that. Tawakaro Bourbon or Herman Marshall Texas
I'm gonna think
Bourbon.
the last of that
I
is
could do
Cairo, because it looks like Cairo syrup.
Tawakaro. Tawakaro?
Yeah.
That's an Indian name.
It's like
Is that Choctaw, Chickasaw, Cherokee, or Creek? I don't know.
it's like in the movie that you like, Sewataneo.
Sewataneo. Yes.
Sewataneo. Yeah.
Anybody? So let me know in the chat right now. Sewataneo. What movie?
What movie is that?
Aussie. I say nothing. Words of wisdom. Oh, Lord.
Nobody
Only
knows.
watch me and the Basement Bourbon fellas. Well, I appreciate it,
Nate
Devin.
and Chris got it.
Look at there.
Yep, Tom.
Shawscasm. It's not Shawscasm there, Chris. I love Shawshank. That's my favorite movie. Here's what I hate about Shawshank, is I hate that they play it on TV so much. Because if I flip on the TV, which we don't typically have cable, we have streaming TV now, but only during football season. But if I sit down and it's on, I'm done for hours. I'm finished. It's over. I'm watching it. Pocahontas. Yes. I pronounced it very close. There you go. Alex wants me to tell Jacob War Eagles.
War Eagle.
I don't know. I don't know if Alex doesn't know there's no S on War Eagles.
Yeah, just Eagle.
Or
but hey, we'll say Eagles.
If Alex wants me to butcher it by saying War Eagles. But I appreciate the super chat and War Eagle, Jacob. Pure Country, dude. I watched it like a couple of months ago. It's pretty good. It's
That's
not the best,
great movie.
It's not the best ever.
It's a great movie.
But it's really good. What style beer did they drink on the roof? It was a bohemian style beer. You know, makes a man feel more like a man. Long-time watcher, newly subscribed. Thank you for what you and Jill do. Thankfully, I have a supportive wife as well. Keep up the great work. I'm searching for my own Coy Hill in Middle Tennessee.
Well,
Steve with the
we hope
$10
you
super
find
chat.
it.
Who says Jill's supportive? She's not supportive. She tries to drink all my whiskey.
Oh, yeah, right.
Jill is not supportive of my bourbon habit. She's right here in the middle of it with me. I'm supportive of her bourbon habit at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Glenn with the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C9. I just don't have a C923. I've tried finding it, haven't located one yet, and I don't have a Larceny Barrel Proof C923. So I appreciate the super chat, Glenn. I cannot give you an answer. But if I could just guesstimate, me with my palate, probably going to take the Larceny. I just tend to like those better.
Okay, I'm just going to put this out here.
What are you putting out?
This is like one of my favorite.
You keep pimping that 4 grain. Everybody's going to be mad. They can't get it. Like, that's 101 barrel. It was an experiment he did 5 years ago.
But this really makes me want a Jill's pick from Crittenden's. Because I didn't get to go on this pick. I had nothing to do with this. And it makes me very sad that I had nothing to do with this pick.
Thomas. So he is reaching out. He just reached out last week. I've introduced him to the folks in Texas. He's trying to get distribution in Texas so that we can do more picks with our Texas retailers that we're working with right now. Once he does that, you go down to Crittenden, you can pick anything you want.
Because, like, literally, he does this all by himself, right? Like, he's one guy.
I mean, he's got a few folks that do
yes,
some
but,
things,
like,
but he runs that whole distillery and does all the distillation
That's amazing.
himself.
Jacob
with the $4.99 super chat, didn't believe the Blacktop versus New Early Times, found 4 bottles just across the Georgia line.
Wow.
War Eagle Alex, love the picks. You didn't believe it, but you found some. And so, Jacob, do you now believe it? What is it?
Well, I think Alex wanted us to say War Eagle because Jacob, obviously, is not a War Eagle fan. He's the other fan.
So what am I supposed to say?
No, you did it exactly right.
I did it right, okay.
Because we can't say those words.
Alex Bean with the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate the support there, Alex. To make sure we didn't miss any.
I had to tell all my Alabama friends, congratulations, but I won't say those words.
Brewzle and SLB for the win. Best channels, 2 different vibes. SLB folks are cool. Like, he's got that cool, like, you want to hang out with your grandpa kind of cool. Like, he's just kind of laid back. Like, seems like I haven't met him in person.
No, but
seems
just
like
seen
the
him
nicest guy.
Yeah.
Like support all of them. Like, I watch a lot of Bourbon Junkies. I watch a lot of Mad at ADHD Whiskey. I was just catching a little of the stream from the average whiskey drinker.
I watch
Mash
It's
and
Bourbon
Drum.
Night all the time.
It's Bourbon Night, Bourbon Van.
Yes.
Like, there's a lot of great bourbon whiskey YouTubers out there. Watch them all. Like, I'm not judging any of them. They all do something a little different, and they're all really interesting. I went to visit Crittenden's based off your video. Short drive from New Orleans and well worth the trip. One of my new favorite pours.
Yay!
I get some validation.
See?
It's not just me. I'm not lying to y'all.
I'm telling you, like, goodness gracious, that is good.
Brewzle, who's Alabama boss? I don't know who that is, Jay Franco. Let me know. Spoiled for choice. Jacob Graves, Blacktop amazing. I meant to say War Eagle. Auburn fans can't spell. I can spell, I just can't pronounce. All right, like y'all made the playoffs. Now y'all like screwed Florida State to get in there. Like, just be honest with you. You don't deserve to be in there. Florida State deserves to be in there. But you won the SEC. Congratulations. You should have beat Texas. Should have beat Texas. If Auburn could play like one more play, we would have been. If we had 2 or 3 plays in us, we'd have beat Georgia and Alabama, which doesn't mean anything because we didn't have those plays in us and we don't deserve it. But it gives me hope for the future.
Next year.
Gives me hope for the future. Congratulations to you and Roll Tide.
You said that?
I'm
I'm
not a hater.
You should say Tides.
Roll Tides. Congratulations and Roll Tides. I'm not a hater. Like, it's good for y'all. All good. I will cheer for Alabama against Michigan for sure. I'm not sure I'll cheer for them in the championship game. Depends on who makes it. But I will cheer for them against Michigan. Like, I don't know. Something about Jim Harbaugh's jawline makes me want to just punch it.
Auburn needed one less play.
One less play. That's what
You're
they,
right,
yeah,
yeah.
yes, we
You're
needed
right.
time to expire.
Oh.
Never trust you freeze on 4th and longer than 25. There you go. He does have that face, doesn't he? He's just like, what is that jawline, man? I'm jealous. To get that jawline, I had to grow a whole beard. Go Tigers. That's a different tiger.
Tigers.
Yeah.
How do you track your bottles? He doesn't.
We're supposed to be tracking them?
He doesn't track them.
Nate,
He doesn't
I
track
am
'em.
literally working on an app to track them. So give me some time. It has started development. I have some of my like I own an e-commerce agency. I have some developers over there working on the admin side so we can add bottles and stuff to a database. The design is done for the app. We have an MVP, like a minimal viable product, kind of dialed down. Development on that should start here very soon. And I'm hoping 2 months from now, 3 months from now at most, I'm hoping we have what we call an MVP. We will give out to just a select few patrons. I say a select few. We might give it to 50 patrons to start adding data and doing stuff and playing around with it, with hopefully a much bigger, more robust app coming a few months later. Favorite catfish place?
I love
Speedy's in Buxton. We're gonna go to Speedy. Are they still up? That's where my grandparents used to go.
I don't
They used to
think
go to
so.
Red's and Speedy's. Here locally, I mean,
don't know
we
of
used to.
anywhere
Well, we
that's
used to
good.
go out to what's the place now?
Oh,
That's the place now. That's the Botanic.
Oh, it used to be Clock at the Walk.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty good. Like we don't. There's not one here.
What about the home cooking restaurant that we used to eat at when all the time, like out
Which one?
there toward the interstate in Auburn?
I don't know. Think about that. How do I become a patron? Patreon.com, Patreon, patreon.com/Brewzle. There's usually some admins. We had an app that was like dropping it in here regularly. All of those people have gone to sleep apparently. So just Google
everybody's in the
Patron
bed.
Brewzle. You'll find it. What's the intent for the app? So the app is more of a bourbon hunting app. You'll be able to walk into stores and like scan a barcode. So you'll be able to walk in there and scan this barcode. It'll pull up all the info on this bottle, who made it, reviews. You'll be able to see if any of your friends want it. You'll be able to then say, hey, you'll be able to put in a price, say, hey, I bought this. Other folks can see that, hey, you bought this if you want them to. You can share whatever you want. But then you'll be able to track your inventory, like what you have in your selection, what bottles you're looking for, so your friends would know what you're willing to pay for a particular bottle. So if a friend sees it, they'll be able to say,
Panny George's.
oh, Panny G's is pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Panny
Panny George's in Auburn. We need to do
Oh,
Panny
we haven't
George's.
eaten there in-
Friday was fried fish. It
Yeah.
was Friday fried fish. Love that. Please give it to Uncle Nate so he can get his list off the stove tablets. Yeah, Nate's definitely going to be like first round access to it. Only the best restaurants serve Miller High Life. If they don't, they're not serious establishments. It's a pretty complicated app, Plex. Like I've only talked about a very small fraction of what it'll do. Now, I have not seen what other folks are doing. Somebody just said SLB dropped it out. Haven't seen it. Don't know. And I hope their app's great, and I wish them all the best. But what we're building is pretty substantial and complex. When it's done, we'll have to baby step our way there, but it's going to be really good when we finally finish it. Join the Patreon today, Jeezy. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. And don't forget, we're going to go for another 10 minutes or so here. I'm going to jump over to Discord for a supporter-only audio chat. So you'll be able to talk. We'll all be able to talk back and forth. If you've joined the Patreon, make sure it's linked to Discord. You should be able to go in there, figure out how to link it to your Discord if you're in the Discord as well. And you'll be able to jump into that audio chat. If you can't figure it out today, send somebody a message. Send me a message on Patreon. Probably not going to get fixed tonight, but you'll be set up for the next live stream next Monday. Would it be like what Untapped is to craft beer? I think it's going to be better for whiskey than Untapped is to craft beer, but similar in some regards. Catfish House in Millbrook sounds pretty good.
We should try that.
We have taken a lot of inspiration from the wine market there, Chris, for sure. Jeff with the super chat. First super chat. Appreciate it, Jeff.
Thank you,
We needed
Jeff.
a Major Zero collab. Also, if you want a lineage of Bourbon County stout, yes.
Yes.
Just
Just yes.
Send me an email, info, I-N-F-O, @brewzle.com, and you can send me all the Bourbon County stouts you want. I will drink every one of them. I love them all. So if you need I'll even pay for them. Honestly, a reasonable price, I will try every one of them. Love them to death. We have some beer aging right now. That stuff's what? 2 weeks old? 3? It's probably close to 3. It's almost 3 weeks old. The stuff we put into barrels. We have not yet. I meant to ask them about it today. We saw the folks at Red Clay today. I've got to get an update on when we're filling the other 6 barrels. So we're still waiting on that, but we've got 4 barrels filled right now. And in 1 more week, so next week sometime, I'm trying to remember, that was probably it was a Thursday, because y'all were going to your wine thing you do.
It was a Thursday.
So a week from Thursday, this coming Thursday, we're going to try those. Now we won't try them, I may try them live on TikTok, but we're gonna film, I'll have more information 2 streams from now, for sure. When's the next trip to Louisiana? Not sure. Normally
Next year in October, I'm going for another Taylor Swift concert.
In Louisiana?
Yeah, New Orleans.
Next year when?
October.
So like almost a year from now.
Yeah.
I'll be there before then. I'm sure early next year I'll have to be in Austin, Texas. I think next time I got to be in Austin, Texas, I'm probably going to head down and do Baton Rouge or like some Louisiana bourbon hunting videos for sure. And that'll probably be, I don't know, my guess is February. Major Zero has a cool channel. Is Major Zero in here? You tag Major Zero like he's hanging out. Hit me up, we'll do something.
Do you have the Ben Holladay Brick House Strength? Yes, we do.
That's the soft red. We also have the
Oh,
other
the soft
Rickhouse
red.
proof. We have the soft red and the bourbon. We've got a barrel pick. So we went up there and did a barrel picks with them. We bought a barrel of the Rickhouse proof soft red wheat and the bourbon. Those, I'm still waiting on updates.
Those are amazing.
Like I have zero info on where those stand, but sometimes barrels just disappear and then somebody's like, hey, they're here. So I don't know if they're just gonna be like, they're ready, or if we're still off. At this point, I'm guessing they will be January before those drop. He does a lot of bourbon hunting vids. Nice.
Oh, cool.
Do you drink the goose? No, I put them in the fridge for sure. I like them cold. I need to try this. I got to film this video. I have one of the, I have one of these guys in the fridge. This is the Utopia Sam Adams, which is 28% alcohol by volume beer.
Where'd you get that?
I got that one in Austin, Texas.
Illegal in 15 states. Is that true?
That's what they say, yeah.
Which 15 states?
Well, so a lot of states only allow beer below like 14% alcohol by volume.
Oh, really?
So like Georgia has not had a lot of the Bourbon County stouts from Goose Island because they were over, I think it's over 13 or over 14% ABV. And so that's kind of the same here. 28%, it's not a beer anymore for most states.
So this is like just a regular Sam Adams, but they aged it
Yeah.
in bourbon barrels.
Justin
Cool.
was here in the chat. Justin from Spillway. I don't know what you're meaning by that, Natty, but he was here. When you come to Maine, I'll put you on the lobster, buddy. We need to go to Maine. We need to eat some lobster.
Yes, yes, yes. Maine's like bucket list trip for me. Haven't made
That's
that
happening.
yet.
That's happening next year. We're going to try to hit the whole East Coast next year. Now, it may be 2 or 3 trips to make it work, but
Kevin says, have you tried the new brewery in Auburn, New Realm? It's right next to the Heyday Market. If so, any good?
Well,
You
those
have
are,
not, but I did.
those are the folks that are actually doing like the brewery science stuff at Auburn, right? Yeah.
So we went to the Auburn, New Mexico game, and I actually went there. They had a pretty good beer. There was one that I tried that was pretty good. I liked it. I can't remember what it was now, but I liked that one.
Jill's a little mad at me there, Derek, because she wanted to stop in Denver and do Blue Moon stuff and try more Colorado beer. We just did not have time because we had to get to the Ben Holladay pick. So we had no time to get through. I stopped and did the bourbon hunting.
I even had a reservation.
And then we just had to marathon it through to get to Missouri. So kind of messed up. We're definitely coming to Chicago. We've got some fun things we were working on there with potentially some NFL players. And that...
You're still working on that?
I mean, we're not working on it now because it's like the season started. There's no way it's happening. But once the season is over, we might be able to rekindle. I'm trying to wait to see if we can rekindle those because we've got some cool ideas. And if that works out, like I don't want to mess it up by doing a bourbon hunt and then having to go back with them, right?
I know NFL player you need to do a bourbon hunt with.
Who?
Travis Kelce.
Oh, gee, we don't have that kind of clout. Lord have mercy. What is this?
Yeah, me and you and Travis and Taylor, we could all we could just do a double date and go bourbon hunting.
What kind of fantasy world are you living in?
Hey, it's like fantasy football,
Listen,
right?
At this point, they're A-list celebrities, and we're like Z.
Oh, I'm not
Z-list.
even a Z. I'm not at
You're
all.
a Z-list, baby. Now that's like way down the list, but we need
they're
to go.
regular human beings, and we're regular human beings.
No, I'll hang out with them. I'm just saying they're
not.
not showing up on our channel. You need to go bourbon hunting in Paris.
Ooh,
yes, Jameson.
In Paris?
Like we're gonna do some European bourbon hunts at some point. I don't know if it'll happen next year, but within the next 2. Daniel, please watch Taylor Swift Breakup by Meat Canyon. Is that a video?
Okay. I don't know.
I'm at least X. I'm probably R, maybe T.
R.
Jill's X.
Okay.
Because you just don't show in the videos. You're only live stream. Yeah. Paris, Tennessee. No, we're going to try to get over there.
Paris, Tennessee.
Y'all, we're higher? Okay. Favorite wood maturation? Oak. Like I don't understand the question there, Clevis. Suggestion on a mixer and great caramel flavor. If you're just going to do a mixer, grab a ancient age 10-star. Like just do it. Just do it, mix it, enjoy it. Thank me later. We're A-listers to my bourbon buddies and family, Derek says. Well, I appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Explain bonded. So bonded, Logan asked, it's not single bond, double bond. It's single barrel, double barrel. Those are different things. So bottle and bond, back in the day, like long time ago, like 1800s, people could do all sorts of weird things to their whiskey. Now back then, a lot of folks would like age whiskey, put it in a barrel. They would ship that barrel out west, and a store would buy the barrel, tap the barrel, bottle it themselves, and sell it to folks. And so a lot of those people would do all sorts of weird things to it. They could put coloring and water it down, or put tobacco juice or anything they wanted to make that whiskey last longer, like extend their yield, fill the bottles up without taking too much of their product. Like people were just doing all sorts of crazy things. And so the Bottle and Bond Act is something that allowed folks to understand this is a quality product. So it's a minimum 4 years old. It's aged in a federally bonded warehouse. And then and all the grains are from one growing season. And then it is going to be bottled at 100 proof. So basically, when you get a bonded product, there were no real shortcuts necessarily taken, although there may be some technicalities some folks can use as a loophole. It doesn't mean it's great whiskey. It just means it goes through slightly more rigorous standards than a normal bourbon you might get somewhere. All it really means, right? Now, they could still loophole those standards and do weird things, but it's just slightly more rigorous than a normal bourbon. All it means. Now, single barrel means all the whiskey came from one barrel. That double barrel means, so like the double oaked here, that's the pecan. The double oak, no, that's the pecan. This is a double oak. That means they put it in a barrel, they aged it for a while, then they took it out and put it in a second barrel to try to get a little more oaky flavor. All it really means. Trevor Lawrence just got hurt. Well, that's not good for the Jags. So, saw a Pappy 15 year for $2,000. I mean, I wouldn't pay that, but that's probably below secondary on that bottle right now.
Robert Walker wanted to know what tier should he sign up for to be able to get your picks.
It depends on the pick. So, like right now, who was it?
Robert.
Okay, so Robert, right now the picks we're dropping are kind of like, normally we're going to try to drop 3 barrels a month. That's our goal next year. Early in the year, it's going to be a little harder to do that because we just don't have barrels coming. We got to go find them, and you know, it takes a while to get those barrels in, so we might have a little lull. But by the middle of the year, end of the year, we're going to have a lot of barrels. And then when we have a lot of barrels, the lower tiers, like the 10 tier, that's the most popular. They should get access to some of the barrel pigs. If you're talking about the ones we've got coming now, like the Ben Holladay, the 13th Colonies, those might not make it to the 10 tier. And if they do, they're going to be like the Ben Holladay might, just because there's two barrels, but because they're different barrels, like they just might not make it. There's nothing I can do about that. They might not make it to the 10 tier. The Clyde Mays probably will. Like there's 2 barrels of that. That'll probably make it down to the 10 tier, maybe even below the 10 tier. But realistically, that $10 tier is like the minimum where you might have access to something. I know when we did the short barrel toasted, that there was only like 6 bottles left when we hit that 10 tier. And we have more short barrel toasted coming, probably January. So I would expect maybe some folks don't buy it again because maybe they still have their bottle. It might make it a little further, or we might have 2 barrels. So the 20 tier, you should have like a really solid chance. But what you want to do is be in that tier, but also be early. Like just when we do the drop, be paying attention. And when we drop it, you know, within the first 5-10 minutes, you're buying it, you're checking it out. See Clyde, never grab it. It's pretty good. Like it's not the Ben Holladay. It's not like that level for me, but it's really good whiskey. We bought a couple of really nice barrels from them. Had Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, $249. That's so expensive. Like that's what they go for. That's not a huge markup on those. It's a good bottle. It's a great bottle, but $250 is a lot of money. We do not have a price point on the 13th yet because I have no idea what it's going to cost us. No clue. So until it lands it's landed at the distributor, until the retailer actually has access to it, they'll tell me how many bottles we have and what it costs. And then I can take those and figure out what it's going to cost y'all. All right, guys, we are going to call it an evening. Had a good time. We set a record. We had the most concurrent viewers ever on this live stream thanks to y'all. Hit the like button before you get out of here. If you're not subscribed, you probably should do so. If you want to join the Patron, that's patron.com/Brewzle. You can Google it if you can't spell patron. It's like Patreon. People give me a hard time when I pronounce it that way, though. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Right after this, give me about 5 minutes. I'm going to go to the restroom, and then I'm going to jump on to the Discord supporter-only chat. If you're in Patron, make sure your Patron's linked to Discord. You have access to that. If you're here on YouTube, you're going to have to jump over there. If you're a member on YouTube, you're going to have to jump over there, hit somebody up to give you access, but I'm probably not going to respond to those messages tonight. But you can jump over there, you can hit somebody up, you can get access for the next live stream. Appreciate everybody hanging out.
Good night.
We'll see y'all later.